Live with the CBC News Break. Discussions between the Barbados Workers Union and the Massey store officials are set to continue today. Over 100 staff members met with union officials for just under 2 hours at the Union Solidarity House headquarters last evening. Former General Secretary Senator Sir Roy Trotman chaired that meeting. He later told the media that the number of workers to be made redundant has been reduced from the original 190 to just over 70.
The workers have gone the route of accepting that there will be certain levels of volunteers for separation, and we've got 35 persons from the supermarkets across the island that have volunteered to go, and another 18 from what I've just called the home stores. In addition to that, we have been able to make sure that we have taken affirmative action to safeguard the well-being of workers who are differently abled or disabled, depending on the language that people want to use these days to describe those persons.
The former BWU General Secretary says the cases of those workers closer to retirement have also been addressed.
We have also looked at those who are close to retirement, and there are a few of those, but in instances where they have desired to do so, we will be carrying them for the full duration of their period of employment up until pensionable age.
A drug bust off the coast at Concept Bay, St. John has led to a man being arrested and police seizing close to 1,000 pounds of cannabis. As a result, 29-year-old Jody McDonald Watson of College Savannah will face the District C Magistrates Court today. He's charged with possession with intent to supply, trafficking and importation of 999.9 pounds of cannabis. Watson is also charged with disembarking without the consent of an immigration officer and entering other than at a port of entry. On Saturday, members of the drug squad conducted an operation at Concept Bay, supported by members of the Marine Unit and the CID. A boat was intercepted and the drugs seized. The person on board eluded police, but subsequent investigations led to Watson's arrest. Well, 3 Jamaican men will appear in the District A Magistrates Court today on drugs charges. All of them were held within the last 10 days trying to smuggle drugs into Barbados through the Grantley Adams International Airport. The first, 52-year-old Dwayne Lyons, arrived from Jamaica on January 8th. He was interviewed on arrival and referred to hospital, where he subsequently passed 37 packages containing 0.5 kilograms of cannabis, which he swallowed. The second, Rohan Dwayne McLeod, 45 years, arrived here on Friday, and the third, 49-year-old Milton Anthony Gordon, came in yesterday. 3 packages of cannabis weighing 1 kilogram and belonging to McLeod were discovered after subsequent investigations by police at the airport. During a search of Gordon's luggage, 8.5 pounds of cannabis contained in 3 packages were found hidden in a false compartment. Well, Education Minister Ronald Jones is challenging Barbadians to reflect on the past and see the lost values which should be reintroduced into today's society. This is necessary, he says, as some of those values will help to shape a stronger society. One area which he's particularly concerned about is the growing trend where Barbadians appear to be spending more than saving.
Today it seems as though we spend everything. We buy here that got in people's DNA. We do everything now. That doesn't make a lot of sense based on the conditioning of the period from which I speak.
The Education Minister also wants to see a rekindling of the family spirit and closeness within communities.
I'm not saying that there's some neighbors who are little vagabonds. I'm not trying to create a picture that is, pristine. There were vagabonds even then in our communities. But by and large, our communities were generally families. You can bar a pinch of salt. I found that so interesting as I reflect. How do you bar a pinch of salt? Salt is possibly one of the most plentiful things on the face of the earth.
Well, one local organization is making moves early in 2016 to assist the youth in Barbados. The Community Services for the Disadvantaged Youth Association is hosting a national karaoke competition to raise funds to help young Barbadians who need it most. Director of the association, Desmond Hoyt, gave details of the upcoming competition.
We will not be raising money from the competition. What we'll be having is that we'll be looking for people. But we, as I said, the fair is where we're going to be hosting to raise the funds that people can come out. So we decided this year that we're going to bring a finals, a karaoke competition, a karaoke, no, sorry, it's not a karaoke competition. It's more beyond a karaoke competition. It's going to be a national galaxy star that we are looking for to head on down to Kellyton. The first prize of the is $1,000 and a trophy. The second prize, the person will win is $500 and a trophy. And the third prize will be $300 and a trophy.
And Public Relations Officer of the Association, Kemar Robinson, says this is not their first initiative, but this year they're hoping to have a much bigger impact.
We're trying to work towards helping a wider set of people instead of just one community at a time. And hopefully the people come out and enjoy, have some fun, and we'll be able to help as much as possible.
20 female members of the Barbados 4-H Foundation are set to benefit from training and improve their agro-processing skills. It comes as they will be participating in the year-long Strengthening 4-H Young Women in the Production and Entrepreneurship Capacity Project. The $18,000 project, which is a partnership with the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations, was launched over the weekend at the 4-H Crumpton Street headquarters. Chairman of the 4-H Foundation, Osman Herwood, says the program is critical as it will help to build the foundation's capacity and create self-employment opportunities.
While this is a one-off with 20 women, we are hoping that they would gain sufficient knowledge that they will become trainers of trainees within the future, that they'll be able to train other women and men within their clubs throughout the island within the whole question of the agro-processing and the other business component that they would have been taught.
Meantime, the FAO's Food and Nutrition Security Officer, Francine Jean, praised the initiative, saying it will help with the resurgence of interest in agriculture locally.
We have no doubt activities similar to those of this project contribute substantially to this rebirth. We applaud the various activities planned within the framework of this project, namely the 7 workshops spread over 9 days from January to September to train young women and men in proper storage, packaging, and marketing of processed products, and the adoption of local and other standards.
We'll have regional and international news right after the break.